Good morning. It is day 43 of Moving Mountains Beneath My Feet. This is episode 22. Today is 62 days on our journey around the sun. There's 303 days left on this journey around the sun, which would make it 2024. So I've gotten this kick out of tracking numbers and things in my life. It just really helps me to quantify the progress and consistency in my life that I'm building. It's kind of a quality that I'm really trying to cultivate. 62 days around the sun is also the number of days that I've been journaling straight without missing a day, which has been really good for me, And today, I had to give myself credit for all of the progress that I've been making in all the different areas of my life, right? It's like, it's really, the way that I talk to myself is improving. The way that I look at myself in the mirror is improving. The way that others see me is improving. The other day I was meeting with my dear friend Christina, and she was just like, she's like, your energy, like, it feels so good. Like the energy that I was giving off was great. And that's such a compliment and such a testament to doing what doing the work can do for you, where others start to notice the changes in you, right? My body's physically changing. I'm on a detox, I'm working out, but my energy, right? That was one of the big things that I was really in a bad way at the beginning of this year, towards the beginning of this year, where things kind of got a little tricky for me, and it's in a really hard, dark place. And 43 days later, to be where I'm at and to be experiencing the experiences that I'm living right now feels really good. And so yesterday, I was starting my walk. There's probably a lot of wind right now. It's okay. I started my walk, and I got probably about 20 minutes into the walk, and I got this message I got this opportunity to go be with some people that I really care about and really matter to me. And I was talking about the importance of relationships. And so in that moment, I had to decide, do I want to continue up the mountain, or do I want to turn back and, wow, this sunrise. Do I want to turn back and go spend time with these people? And I just checked in with my gut, and I was like, nope, turn around. I want to go be with these people, right? These people really matter to me. It might be the only chance I get to spend time with them today. And I'm talking about how relationships matter, right? And so I did that. And I immediately started to question, like, oh, am I putting other people before myself, and all these different things that came up. But my initial gut sacral response was, yes, I want to spend time with these people. And so, I battled myself for a moment. Then I realized, like, who's setting the rules? Like, who says I have to do this climb at this time? I could come back and do the climb, or the intention was there to finish the climb. Something else came up and I just went with the flow. I went with what I wanted. And long story short, that decision led to me getting to experience something that was really deeply special to me and profound and so worth the decision, right? And then the rest of my morning unfolded in a beautiful way too. I was talking about relationships. I reached out to people that I needed to reach out to. I reconnected with friends that really matter to me. I loved hearing about the progress in their life, the things that they're accomplishing. I connected with my dad. I connected with other people that matter to me. And so I keep getting those impulses to follow. Well, I keep getting those nudges to follow my impulses. And when I do, even if it's not within my routine or within what's normal or what I do every day, it always works out in the best way. And it's like learning to trust yourself in following your intuition, right? It's like a lot of times that line is blurred, like what's intuition and what's just like a thought, right? It's like I can't fully express or explain what that is, but for me, it's in my gut, right? It's in when I decide to do this or not do this, it's like inside I know or right? It's yes or no. And just trusting myself, learning to trust myself, and following that, it always works out. And so I didn't beat myself up. I didn't feel bad. It all led to something really great for me. And it was a beautiful day yesterday. And I'm glad that I made that decision to not continue out of dogged, determination or like, rigid, just being too rigid in my life and not allowing things to flow in my life. And so that's one of the things that in the past, when I've gotten down this track of like really going hard on something, is I can be relentless and I can be immovable, and that rigidity leads me to places where I'm not flexible and I don't flow, and it leads to a difficult place, right, where I get stuck or I feel burnt out. And so I like that flexibility and being able to just flow with that moment and make that decision and trust that whatever that decision that I made is taking me exactly where I wanted to be. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And so that's what I had to share in my mind as I started this walk. But I'm walking. I came out here a little earlier to really catch the early sunrise at the top of the mountain, because it's just such a breathtaking experience to see. And I'm walking towards, the sun on this path, and I'm looking at the clouds and the orange aura that's like around these clouds and the colors, and it's like just being in awe of the sky, right? And I think that feeling of being in awe is one of the best things about being alive, being human, right? When's the last time you felt in awe of something, or in awe of someone, or nature, or an animal, or something that you did, or an experience? It's like that feeling of just wow is an experience that I desire to cultivate more and more in my life. And so it's really cool to realize that I do this every morning, and I get to experience that awe almost every day. And one of the big ahas for me from yesterday to today was, the importance of relationships and how much they matter, and how much, if you deposit in others, if you give to others, if you're generous with your attention and the value that you share with others, that comes back to you. And one of the biggest things that I've been in awe of outside of, nature and where I live has been the people in my life, like the beautiful souls that I'm connected to. Like, I cannot describe to you how amazing my people are, my friends, my partner, the people that I love. Like, I'm just so grateful for all of these people in my life, and I'm in awe of it. I'm in awe of where, I thought there's these specific things that I needed and wanted, and it's really been better than what I could have imagined, even with the difficulties, even with the struggles and the trials and all that. It's all shaped me to be a better person, a better human. I'm better than I was yesterday, which reminds me of my good friend Ryan, who is someone I'll talk about later on in another episode, because he's a great example of an all-around man that I definitely look to emulate as an example, right? And a lot of my message I want to gear towards being more vulnerable as men, but this podcast or this talk is for both men and women. But anyway, I'm at my time. I hope you have a beautiful, magnificent day today. Blessings.